And the Los Angeles Kings, after going through the San Jose Sharks, the Anaheim Ducks, and the St. Louis Blues, have made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. And on the other side, in the Eastern Conference, Montreal went to 7 with Tampa Bay, 7 with Detroit, took care of the Rangers in 5, and they move on to play the Los Angeles Kings in the Stanley Cup Finals.
The real dinner.
We are here in the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1 in Montreal, as the Canadiens take on the Kings. And we are set to begin this game. So we started off, and right off the bat, Brandon Gallagher with the goal, and the Canadiens and Briere with the goal, and a 2-0 Canadiens lead. And halfway through the first period, 2-0 Montreal. As we're going, Montreal and LA pretty even in shots, Montreal leading by a little bit, and after the first period, 2-0 Montreal. Power play for the Kings, but they aren't able to get any goals. And with 10 minutes left in this period, the shots are even, but Montreal is still up 2-0. As we are getting ready to close out this second period, Montreal taking that 2-goal lead into the third. And Price playing a great game. As power play for the Canadiens, they don't get anything. Another power play for the Canadiens, no goals. And here with 5 minutes left, the Kings looking to try and tie it up and send it to overtime, but the Canadiens will hang on and shut the Kings out with a 2-0 victory in Game 1. We take a look at the 3 stars of this game. As Carey Price is the first star, Brandon Gallagher the second star, and Jonathan Quick is the third star. We are here with Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals, the Canadiens and the Kings. So we get the second game in Montreal, and we are ready to go. As we start off, the Kings getting a lot of shots. And there it is, Dwight King with the first goal of the game. Jarrett Stoll with the second shortly after. And the Kings have a 2-0, 3-0 lead as Slava Voinov adds another. But Galchenyuk adding a goal to put the Canadiens within 2. So we've had a lot of goals here in this first period. And as this period starts to close out, the Kings with a 2-goal lead. 3-1 here in the second period for the Kings. But PK Subban on the power play cuts the lead to 1. But Jeff Carter on the power play sets the lead back to 2. And halfway through, and there Dwight King with another, and that'll give the Kings a 3-goal lead. Almost done a power play for Montreal. They do not get anything out of it. And with a minute left, and here we are in the third, the Kings up 5-2 as they have taken a commanding lead in this game. And as this time starts to run down, and Clifford with a goal, it's 6-2. This game looks all but over as the Kings have a 4-goal lead. 5-goal lead as Dustin Brown adds another. And this is 7-2 game as the Kings absolutely destroy the Canadiens, 7-2. We take a look here and see who the 3 stars were this game. First star going to Slava Voinov, second star going to Dwight King, and third star going to Tyler Toffoli as the Kings tie it up. And we are here with Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The series tied at 1 as we play the first game in Los Angeles as the Kings take on the Canadiens. And we begin this game. Pretty even so far. Kings out shooting the Canadiens. The Canadiens getting some shots. LA getting power play for the Canadiens. And they score. Max Pacioretty with the goal. And that is the opening goal. And the Canadiens take a 1-0 lead. And winding down the first, that lead will stand going into the second period. With that start, Canadiens out shooting the Kings. And Dustin Brown tying it up. As we are tied at 1 apiece here, halfway through the game. As it's go, and Montreal with another power play. With that power play, long one, but they are not able to score. And as we end the second, we will go into the third 1-1. As these two teams looking to break the deadlock. As the next goal could potentially be the winner. Montreal can't get anything on the power play. Halfway through the third, still nothing. As we go through, Justin Williams with the goal, and with 5 minutes left, the Kings are up 2-1. With 2 minutes, and Montreal Montreal Canadiens cannot come back. That lead will stand, and the Los Angeles Kings go up 2-1 after a 2-1 victory. And we check out the 3 stars: Jonathan Quick, Justin Williams, and Carey Price. We are here with Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals, with the Los Angeles Kings up 2-1 on the Montreal Canadiens, as we are heading into Game 4 in LA. And the Kings, right off the bat, Justin Williams with the early goal, and the Kings take a quick lead in this game. And the Canadiens get a power play, a long one, but the Kings are able to kill it off. And with 5 minutes left to go in this first, shots pretty even, but the score 1-0 for the Kings. And with the second period starting, the Kings have the 1-0 lead, getting a lot of shots here. As this game, and there it is, Marian Gaborik with the second goal, and the Kings up 2-0 on the Canadiens. As they have the lead in this game, second period near, and Canadiens with the power play to end the period, starting the third. They're still down 2. They could not get anything on the power play. Jordan Nolan scoring to make it 3-0, and the Kings look like they have a commanding lead in this game now, as they have a 3-goal lead with 10 minutes left. And as the clock winds down, a power play for the Kings. They score another, Jeff Carter, and this game looks to be out of reach, as it is 4-0 with 2 minutes left. And the Kings will win 4-0. Jonathan Quick with the shutout. And the Kings go up 3-1 in the series. The 3 stars: Jonathan Quick, Justin Williams, and Marian Gaborik. And as the Montreal Canadiens come back home for Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals, they are down 3-1. As they can be eliminated this game by the Los Angeles Kings, who have the chance to win the cup here in Montreal. To start the game, no low scoring, lots of good defense, not many shots right now, halfway through. Canadiens with more shots, but not a lot. Shots still pretty low, as the goaltenders playing real well, but Marian Gaborik with the opening goal. With 1 minute left in the first and starting the second, the Kings are up 1-0. And as we go on, and there it is, Mike Richards with the goal, and the Kings have a 2-0 lead, as they are starting to put on pressure, and the Canadiens need, and a power play for the Kings. And the Canadiens need to get a goal here if they want to keep this series going. A power play. Going into the third, down 2-0. Can the Canadiens make the comeback? Or will the Kings win? But Danik cutting the lead to 1. And with 13 minutes left, but Dwight King getting the goal to go ahead 2. And with 10 minutes left, the Kings are up 3-1. 7 minutes left. 6 minutes. 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the LA Kings have won the Stanley Cup in Montreal. And your 2004 Stanley Cup champs are the Los Angeles Kings, as they beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-1 in the series and 3-1 in the final game. And the stars of the game: Justin Quick, Jonathan Quick, Mike Richards, and Drew Doughty. And the Kings have won it all.
It's so much fucking fun. It's in Crash Bandicoot, you can hear it.
And with a 4-1 victory over the Montreal Canadiens, the LA Kings have won the Stanley Cup. And they are the 2014 victors. And we are just going to take a look and check out the player stats for every team as we go and see who the point leaders were. Max Pacioretty led the Canadiens. The Rangers were led by Martin St. Louis. The Flyers were led by Matt Reed. The Penguins by James Neal. The Sharks by Patrick Marleau. The St. Louis Blues by Alexander Steen. The Lightning were led by Stamkos, who had 7 goals and no assists. And we take a look at the playoff leaders as Marian Gaborik and Anze Kopitar leading the league for playoffs in the Western Conference. As we look at the divisions, we see the guys leading here. And we're going to take a look at Anaheim, who was led by Ryan Getzlaf. Boston, Jerome IGINLA led the way for them. Patrick Kane led the way for Chicago. Leading scorer for Colorado was Stastny. Brandon Dubinsky for Columbus. Sergei Gonchar for Dallas. Pavel Datsuk for the Red Wings. Marian Gaborik for the Kings. Nino Niederreiter for the Minnesota Wild. There we have all the teams, and now we are just going to take a look at the goaltenders. And we're just going to go right to the whole playoffs and see who the best goalies were. And the best goalie in the playoffs for goals against, Jonathan Quick, as he had a ridiculous 1.21 goals against average. As he won and a 9.6 save percentage, as he was the Conn Smythe winner this playoffs, as he played ridiculous and led the Los Angeles Kings to their 2nd Stanley Cup. I hope you all enjoyed it, and have a good day. These didn't come in last.
But I came last to Tails.
you
My
beat,
shit
you beat
didn't-
Knuckles.
It's like saying, oh, you have AIDS? Well, at least you don't have severe diarrhea.